Yes, as he said, I am Jill. I'm the Director of Training and Education with H&CO Academy Aesthetics, as well as Daydream Spa upstairs. So today, as a demonstration of just kind of a typical day in aesthetic school, we're going to do a extraction demonstration. So we have the lovely Shelby that has decided to be our model today. She is a past H&CO graduate. We also have the help of Desiree, who is a current H&CO student, who is going to kind of help behind the scenes. So to get things started off today, what we're going to do is we're going to start with a cleanse on the skin. I already have been utilizing our skin steamer on her skin for a couple of moments, and what this is going to do is it's going to soften her skin, so when we go in to do extractions, that it will soften the skin, open up those pores, and basically make this job so much easier. So when we're doing a cleanse, we want to make sure that we are using upward and outward circles. As everybody knows, when you are trying to do anti-aging, you want everything to kind of come up and out, because gravity is essentially doing the part of bringing it all in and down. So anything that we're doing, we want to make sure that we're bringing that skin up and out. On the areas of the skin that we're going to be doing extractions is typically in the nose and in the upper cheek area. So I'm going to spend a little bit of extra time in there. The product that I'm using today is an Eminence Wildflower Cleansing Balm. This is a great balm for removing any excess oils. It's great for removing any makeup, melting that oil and dirt, so that when we go in to do either extractions, or if you're using it on a daily basis, a exfoliation, or just using it to daily cleanse, this is perfect. How does it feel, Shelby? Good. Good. Perfect. So what we are essentially extracting from Shelby's skin today is a buildup of dirt and oil. There is a difference, if anybody is curious, on what is a blackhead and what is a sebaceous filament. So everybody has sebaceous filaments to some kind. What this is again, a buildup of dirt and oil, and it just kind of sits in the pore. So those of you who are feeling like your pores are a little on the larger side, that it's possible that you could just need some extractions and then the use of an AHA to help tighten and tone those pores. A blackhead will actually look like it has a little bit of a black dot in there. So sometimes they can range from something just very tiny to extremely large. You want to make sure that you're getting your blackheads when they're very tiny, so that they are not leaving a large hole on your skin afterwards. So doing treatments like this, whether you're doing a facial where you've got extractions included, or this one where we are doing just extractions and then a small treatment afterwards, that doing something like this is going to help maintain the skin. Can I grab you for a hot towel? Yeah, please. Because we don't want to burn Shelby, I'm making sure that this hot towel is not as hot as it necessarily could be, to avoid putting her into some uncomfortable feelings, but also we don't want to do that to the skin. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to make a mixture of the Stone Crop Visifoliant, which is a very light and mild exfoliant. but it together with the chamomile tonique will create almost an alkaline solution that I'm going to put on the areas of Shelby's skin. It almost turns into a foam. And we're going to just put these in the areas that we're extracting. And we're going to just let it kind of sit there in the steam. Smells like a nice cup of tea, doesn't it, Shelby? It's very calming. So while I'm letting that solution sit on her skin, I'm going to exfoliate the rest of her skin. So what that solution is going to do is essentially the same thing that we're trying to do with the steam and with the really, really nice oil cleanser, is we are trying to soften all of the oil. We're trying to soften the skin. We're trying to melt any dirt or anything like that that might be left on the skin, any excess makeup. Really, the world, right, is left on our skin after a long day. So as you can see, I'm really just using those upward circles on the outer areas of her skin, a little bit on the bottom of the cheeks and under the cheekbones, because those are the areas that we're really not going to touch when we go into our extractions. Tell us what it says. I'm going to remove any excess product from our exfoliation. But I'm going to leave the product on the nose. Again, we're just kind of letting that sit. And do its thing. The next product that we're going to add into our treatment today is the Eminence Organics Almond Mineral Treatment. So this almond mineral treatment is a hot mask. Those of you who know what I'm talking about know exactly what I mean. However, what this means is that there is ingredients that are in this mask that will essentially stir up your circulation in your skin. It is going to increase the oxygen to your skin, killing any bacteria. It's also going to aid in the softening of the skin. It's going to help if you've got any acne breakouts. It's going to, again, soften, open up those pores. What we are going to see here as we let it sit on the skin is Shelby's skin is going to start to pinken up a little bit. I have done treatments on Shelby before, and I know that she doesn't necessarily get as red as many, but lots of people, when they're doing these hot masks, will notice that their skin gets very, very pink and warm. This is a very, very good thing. This means that you've got a great circulation in your body. We like to say that it's like taking your skin for a 10K run. So we want to see that pinken up a little bit. Okay. While we're waiting for that, in a typical treatment, we would give Shelby a bit of a head massage. So that's what we're going to do today. Again, sometimes when we're doing these hot masks, that it can be a little, it's a different sensation for sure. I would say not necessarily uncomfortable, but if you're not ready for it, that you could think that you're going through an allergic reaction or something like that. This is not an allergic reaction. I'm sure, I mean, you may have allergies, but we do very, very thorough consultations to avoid anything like that. But this is what it's supposed to do. So while we are waiting for that to kind of cook up and soften those skins, that we are going to make it as comfortable as possible for Shelby. Okay. Great, Des. You could grab a hot towel for me. Then we're going to get into the goods. So by the time that we are done this process, the steam is going to stop as it just did, and we're going to dive in to the actual work of this treatment. All we've done so far is prep. And that's great already. As we're taking off this product, I can already feel how soft her skin is. Okay. So we're going to use a number of tools to dive into this extraction. The first thing that I'm going to use is called an ionic skin scrubber. Okay. Des, can I bother you to turn the lights on, please? Yep. So how I'm going into this is very light. We have done all the work for Shelby's skin already to prep it. So even though this looks uncomfortable, it's not as uncomfortable as it should be, right, Shelby? Okay. Des, if you want to bring the camera up.
Sorry.
Okay. You want to get a little bit closer, Des, if you can try. But as we're going over this, getting kind of stuff in here. Get a few more here. I'm going to change tools. Lots of good stuff here. Turn off this guy and start going in with some tools. So every esthetician seems to have a favorite tool. This seems to be mine, my go-to. Again, we've done most of the work here on softening that skin so that we're eliminating as much discomfort as possible. We want to make sure that when you are doing extractions on anybody, we want to make sure that we're wearing gloves, because if you start exposing these empty pores to bacteria, it can turn into an inflamed pore, which is a pimple. And we don't want that. That is the whole point of this. Now that we can show our faces to the world, we want to make sure that it says pimple-free as we possibly can. Okay. Not sure if you can see that. Still pulling some good stuff out of here. I'm going to go around onto her cheeks a little bit. Most of these are sebaceous filaments. However, I've come across one or two blackheads, which is always a good day in an esthetician's world. The bigger, the better. As you guys can see, that the more work I do, that she does have a little bit of pinkening in the cheeks, but not bad. We definitely don't want to leave her red and blotchy or sore after this treatment. This poor girl has to go to work after this. So we want to make sure that she is still looking flawless, as she normally does. How you doing, Shelby? Good. Good. On a scale of 1 to 10, how painful would you say that this is?
Like a 3.
A 3. Not bad at all.
Normally I go be harder on myself, so.
Yes, typically that is a thing. When we're at home alone in the mirror, sometimes we can go a little ham, but please make sure that those rules still apply. If you're causing damage, if you're causing your skin to bleed or be red and sore and inflamed, that it's probably too much. If you're going to do extractions at home, make sure you're doing it after a shower. We got some good stuff here. Just maybe use 1 or 2 more tools here. Some of these sebaceous filaments, they just kind of poke their little heads out and don't necessarily come unless they're very, very gently pulled and with proper and clean tools. It does. You can probably put it back. All right. Now that I've finished the extractions, what I would like to do now is calm these pores. Again, we prep the skin well enough that there really isn't a whole lot of calming needed to this. However, adding a toner to a couple of cotton rounds is not only going to help calm those pores that we're just a little bit hard on, but it's also going to soothe her skin. So once I apply that toner, to the nose area, everywhere that I was doing extractions, I'm going to do an overall tone. And last but not least, I'm going to add a moisturizer to her skin. This moisturizer is the Clear Skin Probiotic Moisturizer. This has almost a little bit of a cooling sensation. So after the work that we did, not only is this really, really great to add those probiotics and moisture back into the skin, but this will almost have a cooling sensation that will be very, very calming to Shelby. Okay. How do you feel, Shelby?
Really good.
Good, calmed, cooled. I will say that a before and after of this, which obviously through camera that it's not doing it justice at all, but her pores and her skin is positively glowing. They're empty. They are already tighter, I can tell. Well, they look tighter, I guess I should say. But she is ready to apply her makeup throughout the day and head into work. What I would recommend to Shelby today, and certainly I will do this for her before she's ready to leave the bed, is apply an SPF, especially after any treatment, but every day, no matter if you're just heading to the mailbox or just out to take the garbage out, if you are not wearing sunblock outside, you should be. It is incredibly important, and in fact, the largest reason for our aging is through sun damage. So if you are not wearing an SPF, it is time to invest in one. All right, so that is the end of our demonstration today.
All right, well, thank you so much to Jill Lenton at H&CO Academy, Medical Aesthetics. I mean, what an interactive demonstration. I learned so much regarding like skincare and like you should probably wear sunscreen. Oh, I should probably do that actually. That's not a bad idea. So H&CO showcases student testimonials along with information on their upcoming service. Course available on the website, but of course we still have the inconvenience right now. Hopefully we'll get the website sorted out shortly. After this quick break, we move on to MC College. Caitlin Gates joins us to discuss popular programs